Hello, welcome to LMU Tri-State News. I'm Ashley Hurley. Thank you for joining us for another edition of local and campus news, sports, and entertainment. Let's get started with this week's top stories. A man already indicted on federal charges is now indicted locally by a Claiborne County grand jury. 61-year-old Daryl Bailey of Tazewell was indicted last week on two separate incidents. The first indictment is related to an incident on December 23rd of 2013 when Bailey knowingly threatened two victims by the use or display of a deadly weapon. The indictment states that he is charged with 2 counts of aggravated assault in relation to that incident. The second indictment is related to an incident on October 10th of 2013 when Bailey allegedly committed arson at 2 separate properties. Bailey and a second man are charged with criminal conspiracy to commit arson. Bailey remains in the Knox County Detention Center without bond. He was indicted by a federal grand jury in January of this year on 6 separate charges. Bailey was indicted in 2006 for being a felon in possession of over 100 firearms. He was sentenced on November 30th, 2007 to a term of 30 months in prison. No further information is being released due to the ongoing investigation into the case. 2 people remain behind bars after multiple meth labs were located in an apartment in Middlesboro. 35-year-old Tanya Ellison and 39-year-old James Hamlin, both of Middlesboro, were charged with manufacturing methamphetamine. The arrest citation states that officers received a complaint on a person trespassing at the Cumberland Village Apartments. Officers arrived shortly after, and Ellison opened the door and told police there was no one there except her and a 1-year-old in the apartment. According to the citation, officers searched and found Hamlin hiding in a bedroom closet with a 1-pot meth lab, drainer cleaner, and Coleman fuel. A 1-pot meth lab is made with only 1 single container, which is the new method officers are finding more of. 2 additional 1-pot meth labs were found, and additional materials to manufacture meth were found in the kitchen. Police also located the 1-year-old inside the apartment. The 2 were charged with endangerment to a child, and Ellison was charged for being a fugitive from another state. Hamlin was charged with resisting arrest for allegedly attempting to prevent the officers from arresting him. They are both being held in the Bell County Detention Center. Nothing has been released in relation to the 1-year-old. A Middlesboro man was arrested last week after being accused of possessing child pornography. 63-year-old Claude Albert Robinson was arrested by Kentucky State Police and charged with 20 counts of possession portraying a sex performance by a minor. According to the police report, the arrest was the result of an ongoing Internet Crimes Against Children investigation by the Kentucky State Police Electronic Crime Branch. Detectives began investigating in October of 2013 after they discovered a suspect sharing images of child sexual exploitation online. Robinson is being held in the Bell County Detention Center, where he is currently being held on a $50,000 cash bond. A full forensic examination of the evidence is pending. The investigation is ongoing by Kentucky State Police Detective Josh Lawson. A former Knox County Sheriff's Office lieutenant is facing child rape charges. 43-year-old Dennis Mills Jr. was taken into custody last week by Tennessee Bureau of Investigation and the Knox County Sheriff's Office. Last Tuesday, Mills was indicted by a Knox County grand jury on a set of criminal counts, including rape of a child, statutory rape by an authority figure, and incest. The TBI began investigating the Powell resident on March 4th at the request of the District Attorney General Randy Nichols. Mills had been placed on administrative leave without pay during the investigation. The Knox County Sheriff's Office terminated him last Tuesday. There is a positive change happening in Tazewell with a noticeable decline in the sales of alcohol to minors. The Tazewell Police Department is keeping an aggressive check on beer permit holders within city limits. Chief Mark Lamb partnered up with agents from Tennessee's Alcoholic Beverage Commission in 2012, and since then they have conducted routine checks to see if businesses are selling to minors. When this process began, several permit holders were found to be selling to minors. Since the aggressive checks have continued, many businesses are checking identification to make sure they are old enough to purchase the alcohol. Selling alcohol to a minor is a Class A misdemeanor, and the law requires those who sell beer to check identification on people who appear less than 50 years old. Now, if you know of a business in the area that sells alcohol to minors, you are encouraged to contact your local authorities or 911. Carrying guns openly without a permit in Tennessee may be in the near future. Friday, the Republican representative from Jonesboro filed a notice of the plans to make the unusual move. The Senate passed its version of the open carry bill last Tuesday. The bill supporters are concerned that the House companion may not make it out of a House subcommittee before the legislature adjourns. If the motion is made to call the bill to the floor, the chamber would have to wait 24 hours before voting on the matter. It would take a 2/3 vote for the motion to succeed. They hope to adjourn on Tuesday. Now, coming up after the break, we learn about the Canto International High School students that are spending time here on campus and out in the community. That story and more right here on LMU Tri-State News.
Looking for efficient, compassionate, and comprehensive health care for you and your family? Visit University Medical Clinic. All providers are faculty members of LMU's DeBus College of Osteopathic Medicine and are board certified in their specialty. Multiple specialties available, including family medicine, pediatrics, OBGYN, and osteopathic manipulative medicine, with locations in Harrogate, Tazewell, and New Tazewell, and most insurance plans accepted. University Medical Clinic is here to serve you. Call 423-869-7193 for an appointment. University Medical Clinic. When you're traveling throughout the Tri-States, stay smart at Holiday Inn Express of Middlesboro. With nearly 60 rooms to choose from, fitness center, full complimentary hot breakfast bar, and seasonal pool, Holiday Inn Express of Middlesboro is all about catering to your travel needs. Our rooms are all equipped with flat screen TV, refrigerator, microwave, and we're conveniently located just seconds from the area's attractions. When you're on the road, stay smart at Holiday Inn Express, located on the Cumberland Gap Parkway, Middlesboro. Make reservations today by calling 606-248-6860.
I will help families adopt children from around the world and in our own backyard.
I am teaching ethics to the next generation of lawyers.
I will make a difference for the underserved of this region.
I will be an advocate for my clients.
As a prosecutor, I fought for those who couldn't speak for themselves.
I'm a lawyer and professor.
I will be a lawyer.
I will be a lawyer.
I will be a lawyer.
You love your car or truck? Let us help you keep it clean at Soapy J's. Soapy J's has unlimited wash plans to fit every budget. Try our $5 express wash or one of our 3 monthly wash plans. The Wheel Deal, the Soapy J, or the new Blast Wax. With our monthly wash plans, if you pay with credit card, all you do is pay for the present month and your card will be billed on the first of each month. Don't forget, Soapy J's has free vacuums with any wash. Soapy J's Express Car Wash, open 7 days a week. Let us help keep your car or truck clean at Soapy J's. Soapy J's on the Cumberland Gap Parkway, Middlesboro.
A tradition on the campus of Lincoln Memorial University is welcoming students from the Canto International High School. Many people in the community and on campus aren't entirely sure what the program consists of. We met with Margaret Proctor, Director of International Programs, and Joanne Russell, Assistant Director of International Studies, who work closely with the students while they are here to tell us more about the exciting program.
Well, actually, we have 64 students and 2 instructors on campus right now. Well, this is one of our larger groups. The program has been in existence since 1979, making it 35 years old, and it's our premier, it's our first such program, international program, and it's what we have actually built the whole International Programs Department from, this Canto program. Joanne's been with the Canto program much longer than I. I've only been here about 1.5 years working with them, but Joanne has worked with Canto for over 20 years.
Well, I started out as a Canto teacher, and by that we have an English immersion program where we bring them in and they learn. We have American history classes, a speech class, composition class, a reading class, and a conversation class, and so we teach them that all in English, not in Japanese, and we also have a fine arts class where they all get together and they sing and that's what we do with them as far as classes go. We also take them to different schools, and we do culture days with the schools. They teach their Japanese culture to our some elementary schools and a high school, actually.
It is really beneficial to the Japanese students because they have not ever been to the United States. If you approach foreign nationals about where would you like to visit in, you know, sort of their bucket list, a bucket list being an American kind of concept, but if you approach them and say, where would you like to travel? United States is on the top of the list, at least the top 3. Maybe the top 1. And I think just young people around the world are enamored by our music, by our culture, by our fashions, and they want to come to the United States, and it benefits them. Our homestay program and the cultural trips that we take really benefit them. They get to see the Museum of Appalachia. We take them to Gatlinburg. They also go to Washington, D.C., see our monuments, and that's how they're benefited, not only the culture and the language, but from our perspective, people on the campus, faculty, students, staff, and people in the community.
The second production from the student company premiered Friday in the Sam and Sue Mars Performing Arts Center in Duke Hall. Godspell is the second production from the LMU student company and features talents from over 20 LMU students. The Stephen Schwartz musical is produced and designed by Assistant Professor of Theater Stephen Haynes and directed by James Harshbarger. Musical direction is handled by Dr. Young Kim, LMU Instructor of Music. The structure of Godspell is different than most musical, as it features the telling of a biblical parable in fun, lively ways with incredible music sprinkled throughout. According to Mr. Haynes, the production is a celebration of the talent that is not only present in the student body, but also faculty. The last performance for Godspell is Tuesday, April 15th, and for more information, you can email Katie Penley at katie.penley@lmunet.edu. Over the past few weeks, we have brought you stories on the growing population that will be coming in this fall with the opening of the School of Veterinary Medicine. Now, not only will the number of students increase, but the construction on campus is also increasing. Dorms are expanding in the area that is known as the Village. Work is continuing on the lacrosse field and track. Several buildings are also receiving facelifts across campus. We will be bringing you the inside stories on all the construction and what we can expect to see throughout the summer and the fall. Now, following the success of 2 of their largest fundraisers, the Claiborne Animal Shelter is inviting the community to bless the pet on April 27th. The event is held at New Tazewell Methodist Church and is set to begin at 2 o'clock through 6 o'clock that day. The community is invited to bring their pets, and Reverend Ray Penn or Father Joe will ask a blessing over your pet. The shelter reports that the turnout last year was spectacular, and they hope to double that number this year. It is not required, but they are asking the community to donate Purina puppy chow or any kind of cat food or cat litter. They are also in need of cleaning supplies, dish detergent, bleach, paper towels, toilet paper, and even office supplies. The animal shelter is currently putting in tile in the lobby and hallways. They invite you to come in and take a look. Now, part of the proceeds to do the work came from events held recently that include the LMU DCOM Doggy Dash, which raised $800, and the LMU DCOM Talent Show that brought in close to $1,000. Now, in a process that has spanned several months, the Claiborne County Hospital and Nursing Home is now part of the Covenant Health System. According to Tony Spiza, Covenant Health President and CEO, Claiborne County Hospital and Nursing Home is the 10th hospital in the Covenant Health System. Spiza says that all of Covenant's resources will be available to the Claiborne County Hospital, and they will continue serving the community as a not-for-profit organization. Covenant Health is leasing the hospital from Claiborne County, which still owns the facility. The lease term is for an initial period of 10 years with 3 5-year renewals. The lease is for a total of 25 years. The hospital's name will change to Claiborne Medical Center in the coming months, and that announcement will be made official at a later date. Now, coming up after the break, Adam Plyler brings you your sports update with a preview of what you can expect this week.
For business or pleasure, Sleep Inn and Suites of Middlesboro, Kentucky invites you to dream better here. Located at the foothills of the Cumberland Gap, Sleep Inn and Suites offers luxurious rooms equipped with microwave fridge combo, desk, ergonomic chair, wireless internet, and 32-inch flat-screen TV. While staying with us, visit our fitness center, wake up to our complimentary hot breakfast bar, or have a bedtime snack with our fresh-baked cookies. Sleep Inn and Suites, located off Highway 25E, Middlesboro.
The J. Frank White Academy is more than a high school. Your child will have room to grow in mind, body, and spirit. Small, safe learning environments, individualized learning plans, and cutting-edge technology. Every child deserves a quality education in a safe, nurturing environment.
Our college prep program teaches a love of learning, self-discipline, and service to others. The Academy is fully accredited by Advanced Ed. You have a choice at the J. Frank White Academy.
No matter whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, Subway of Harrogate and Middlesboro has your fresh interests at heart. On your way to work, try one of our mouth-watering breakfast sandwich or flatbread omelets. If it's lunch or dinner time, choose from our wide selection of classic, select, or premium sandwiches, all made to your order. If you're serving a crowd, Subway has sandwich platters, giant subs, box lunches, and even cookie platters. Whether it's dine in or carry out, you can eat healthy and eat fresh at Subway. Subway, 362 Catawba Avenue in Harrogate and on the corner of the Village Square Mall, Middlesboro.
It's the Old Town Grill.
The Old Town Grill is a special place where you bring more than family, more than friends. Bring a hearty appetite, because at the Old Town Grill, you'll never walk away hungry. A delicious change from the ordinary. The perfect place to bring the entire family. The best food and plenty of it. Join the fun and treat your appetite to something special.
It's the OTG.
The OTG is the place to be.
Welcome to LMU Tri-State Sports. I'm Adam Plyler. Let's begin on the baseball diamond. Although the Rose Splitters were on the wrong side of the scoreboard in Game 1 of their 3-game series with Anderson University, Friday had a lighter feel after the game. LMU did their part in the fight against childhood cancer after the game as each player and coach shaved their head as part of the Go Bald for Cancer campaign. Assistant coach Justin Haywood tells LMU Tri-State Sports about the event.
Well, what we're doing is we're showing a support for the Versus Cancer Foundation and childhood cancer research. All the money and everything that we're doing here tonight is trying to raise money so that we can improve the way that the kids, their standard of living is in the hospital, and raise money for new research to try and beat it. We'll continue to raise for the rest of the year. You can send that in to us. You can mail it in to the university, or you can go online and donate there at railsplittersversuscancer.org.
Despite the 13-5 loss, Rail Splitters have raised $3,800, with the number expected to rise by season's end. A doubleheader with Anderson on Saturday kept the Rail Splitters bullpen busy this weekend. In Game 1, LMU jumped out to a 4-1 lead after scoring 4 runs in the bottom of the second inning. Answering the outpour of runs in the second, Anderson's Nathan Galliford blasted a 3-run home run in the top of the third, then hit a solo blast in the fifth to put up Anderson 5-4. Josh Coker hit a dinger in the bottom of the fifth for his 13th home run this season to tie the game at 5. Down 1 run in the 8th inning, the Rail Splitters offense exploded for 3 runs to propel LMU to the 8-6 win. Jonathan Lowe went 3 for 4 with 3 RBIs in Game 1. Game 2 saw both teams battle all day, showing their offensive muscles as both teams scored double-digit runs. Anderson made a statement early as the Trojans cruised to a 9-0 lead in the top of the second inning, highlighted by a grand slam from Brett Cash. LMU took 2 runs back in the bottom of the second and fourth to narrow the deficit 9-4 in favor of Anderson. Another monster inning for the Trojans in the fifth seemed to put the nail in the coffin with a score of 15-4, but this Rail Splitter team responded instead of giving up and chipped away at the lead with a Kelvin Brito home run in the fifth and a Mason Ewers RBI single in the sixth. LMU was down 15-6 in the last inning, which proved to be the most dramatic. Ivan Rodriguez dialed a 3-run home run to go along with a solo home run by Ewers, 2 RBI singles, and an RBI fielder's choice to cut the deficit to 15-13. The tying run came to the plate, but West struck out to end the game. The Trojans scored 15 runs on 21 hits, while the Rail Splitters scored 13 runs on 18 hits. The Rail Splitters host King College for a 9-inning game on Tax Day, Tuesday, April 15th. Moving on to softball diamond, the Lady Rail Splitters also celebrated Senior Day on Saturday, hosting Catawba for a South Atlantic Conference doubleheader. In Game 1, Catawba pitcher Carly Tysinger was a force to be reckoned with on the mound, improving to 17-6 while striking out 10 batters in a 5-hit complete game gem. LMU held an early 1-0 lead heading into the second inning. Back-to-back jacks by Gina Jerome and Catherine Shoemaker put Catawba in the lead for good. The Indians added 4 more runs throughout the game as Tysinger struck out the side in the 7th inning to take the 6-1 victory. Game 2 was an entirely different story as both teams used outbursts to get their offenses going. After a scoreless first inning, LMU prepared to a 4-0 lead. An Emily Solomon single scored 2 runs. Brianna Mulkey bunted a single to score another run, while an error allowed the 4th run to score. In the top of the 3rd, the Indians took all 4 runs back and added another to take the lead. The Lady Rail Splitters logged 3 runs in both the bottom of the 3rd and 5th innings to take the lead for good and win 10-5. Kristen Toole pitched a complete game, improving to 6-6 on the season. The ladies return to action Tuesday on the road against Mars Hill University just outside of Asheville, North Carolina. Moving on to golf, in round 1 of the SAC Championships, the men's golf team holds on to the top spot and looks to defend last year's title and win for the 3rd time in 5 seasons. The event held at Sevierville Golf Club's Rivers Course in Sevierville, Tennessee, proved difficult as only 2 of the 18 holes were shot under par, while only 3 holes surrendered more than 10 birdies. LMU has a 1-shot cushion heading into day 2 of 3 on Monday. The women, however, struggled in their opening round, falling back to 8th place. For the 2nd consecutive year, the SAC Championship is held at the Sevierville Golf Club's Highland Course in Sevierville, Tennessee. The ladies are 24 shots behind Wingate. Individually, freshman Cindy Gallant was rock solid, tied for 3rd place with a 6-over score of 78. The 2nd round is Monday as well. Keep looking on the LMU Athletics webpage for an update on both teams. Finally, baseball season in Tennessee is back, and the Smokies are geared up for their home opener on Monday the 14th as they welcome Jackson to Smokies Park. This 5-game series ends with a 7:15 game on Friday, with games every day this week. That's all for sports. Coming up after the break, we take a look at this year's candidates for the local elections. That's when you come back on LMU Tri-State News.
Looking for efficient, compassionate, and comprehensive health care for you and your family? Visit University Medical Clinic. All providers are faculty members of LMU's DeBus College of Osteopathic Medicine and are board certified in their specialty. Multiple specialties available including family medicine, pediatrics, OBGYN, and osteopathic manipulative medicine, with locations in Harrogate, Tazewell, and New Tazewell, and most insurance plans accepted. University Medical Clinic is here to serve you. Call 423-869-7193 for an appointment. University Medical Clinic. When you're traveling throughout the Tri-States, stay smart at Holiday Inn Express of Middlesboro. With nearly 60 rooms to choose from, fitness center, full complimentary hot breakfast bar, and seasonal pool, Holiday Inn Express of Middlesboro is all about catering to your travel needs. Our rooms are all equipped with flat-screen TV, refrigerator, microwave, and we're conveniently located just seconds from the area's attractions. When you're on the road, stay smart at Holiday Inn Express, located on the Cumberland Gap Parkway, Middlesboro. Make reservations today by calling 606-248-6860.
I will help families adopt children from around the world and in our own backyard.
I am teaching ethics to the next generation of lawyers.
I will make a difference for the underserved of this region.
I will be an advocate for my clients.
As a prosecutor, I fought for those who couldn't speak for themselves.
I'm a lawyer and professor.
I will be a lawyer.
I will be a lawyer.
I will be a lawyer.
If you love your car or truck, let us help you keep it clean at Soapy J's. Soapy J's has unlimited wash plans to fit every budget. Try our $5 express wash or one of our 3 monthly wash plans. The Wheel Deal, the Soapy J, or the new Blast Wax. With our monthly wash plans, if you pay with credit card, all you do is pay for the present month and your card will be billed on the 1st of each month. Don't forget, Soapy J's has free vacuums with any wash. Soapy J's Express Car Wash, open 7 days a week. Let us help keep your car or truck clean at Soapy J's. Soapy J's on the Cumberland Gap Parkway, Middlesboro.
The final candidate list for the August 7th, 2014 election was released last week. The Claiborne County Election Commission met and certified the list of names. The names presented are the way the candidates requested them to appear on the ballot. Now on the screen you will see the names listed for the Claiborne County Mayor: Casey Anders, Dennis Cook, Jack Daniels, which is the incumbent, Nathan G. Epperson, Rick Poore, Mike Sharp, and Richard H. Smith. And next you will see those running for trustee: Alice Alexander and David Painter, followed by the sheriff's race, which is incumbent David Ray and Brent Clark. Candidates for Circuit Court Clerk include Billy Ray Cheek Jr., Carolyn Keck Owsley, and Jackie Hurst Rosenbaum. Also for County Clerk is Evelyn Hill, and she is running unopposed. Candidate for Register of Deeds is Kimberly Reese, who also holds the seat and is running unopposed. And that is going to do it for this week's LMU Tri-State News Update. Thank you for joining us. For everyone behind the scenes, I'm Ashley Hurley.